Hello, this is Vex, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 4. If you recall in our last video, we had just finished taking Fort Crest. Didn't exactly go as we ideally wanted. We didn't get that 21 centimeter howitzer. Anyway, we are going to continue with Operation Northern Cross with Chapter 2, The Liberation of Rain. To start that, we're going to look at what is our forward operating base.
2 months since the start of Operation Northern Cross. The Federation's elite forces, Squad E among them, were driving back the Empire, one victory at a time.
Yay, we're elite.
Yet, the further they cut into Imperial territory, the more tenuous the supply chain.
Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
And so the Federation Army established a series of massive outposts along the front line. Among them, Lindbergh Base.
Gee, think that's our base?
Commanded by the 101st Division, this outpost would prove itself a vital logistics hub in the battles to come.
Well, it kind of makes sense that supply chain is kind of getting torn apart. We're kind of doing a spearhead through enemy territory. Supply is always going to be short when you're doing that. Let's see what's up with the Federation's strength.
Wow. This is our new base? It's incredible!
Apparently, these facilities can accommodate over 3,000 soldiers and 100 tanks.
And we're one of them.
On top of that, they have enough food, fuel, and ammo to supply every squad on the front line.
Wow, it's quite a base.
Impressive.
No kidding, Kai.
More like a dream come true. If I didn't know better, I'd think we were still in Federation territory.
Guess the brass can get stuff done, when they actually try.
No, Rouse.
What's the deal, though? They got all these resources and we're still stuck with one busted-ass tank?
Hey, I'd say our tank's doing pretty good.
Excuse me? Our squad takes excellent care of the Hoffen.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome tank.
I have to admit, this really puts the scope of our mission into perspective.
Hell yeah! With this much heat, the imps are gonna feel the burn.
No, we've barely seen the tip of the iceberg. Even all this might not be enough.
Oh, Claude, you're so optimistic.
Oh, you think? Way to rain on our parade, Commander. Hey, who's that? They got some weird get-ups.
They definitely don't look like regular army, do they?
Oh, those are Navy uniforms. That's a surprise.
Navy? We seem like we're a little ways away from the river, or I should say the ocean, not the river.
What are naval troops doing this far inland?
Claude read my mind, it seems.
Well, I salute them for swimming all the way here. Whoa!
What's up, Raz?
Check out the ass on that one! I'd swab her deck.
Oh, Raz is definitely not what we'd call PC nowadays, is he? I'm not going to go into my thoughts on PC culture. I'm just not.
Hold up, Raz.
I'm just gonna say hi. Break the ice, you know?
He's hopeless.
He definitely seems that way, doesn't he?
I just hope he doesn't get into trouble.
Raz, get into trouble? I can't see it.
Don't hold your breath.
Kai also agrees, it seems.
Yeah.
And Claude.
Anyway, we still have some time before the meeting. I'm gonna go take a look around.
Well, it seems like Raz is a bit of a hopeless ladies' man, if you want to call him that. Alright, now we are able to look around our headquarters. Got a couple choices here. We can go to the command room. We can can go to our training field, the R&D facility, or book mode. We'll go to each of them in a moment, but I'm guessing you can kind of figure out what book mode is. Let's start off with the command room. It says we can choose our squad members and change their equipment here. Perfect.
So this is the command center. I guess our deployment's going to change depending on the demands of the mission.
That makes sense. If we have to scout out somewhere, we'd want a lot of scouts. Whereas we might not need as many lancers, for example, especially since they can't exactly move far.
I'll need the right balance of combat specialties. I should go over the pros and cons of every one.
He kind of just reiterated what I did, didn't he?
First things first, I'll look over the squad as a whole.
Tutorial for the command room. Enter the command room to switch out active squad mates and change their equipment. When you want to try out a new unit, select squad setup to access them. Optimize your squad by managing their combat classes and the squaddies each soldier likes. Okay. And it looks like Riley is definitely one of our leaders. Which is good because, well, besides the fact that she's cute, those grenades, or mortars, or whatever you want to call them, are awesome. Right now, you may notice that we have room for one more squad member in our active squad. So I'm going to click Squad Setup. And these on the left-hand side of our screen are the reserves. We got a scout, 3 shock troopers, and 1 more grenader. Oh, that Connor guy is a grenader. Wow, perfect. So why don't we bring him in?
I can write about this.
Bring him into our team. That way we have at least 2 grenaders. And, well, that's awesome. Right now we can change our equipment here. Let's do that. Kind of looks like when Claude is not in his tank, he classifies as a scout. So you'll notice the different gear. It shows him having the same equipment as a scout. Interesting. I wonder if he'll ever be out of his tank, or if it's just a place filler. Okay, here's our... Oh! They give us all of our... what's it called? Lancers are in our group. Okay. Same with all of our engineer, 2 of our engineers, I should say, and looks like all of our scouts. Right now, we did get a new item here in between after the last battle, I believe. Yeah, we got this patrol cap, which gives +10 to health. Yeah, I kind of knew that. So I am going to give that to Kai because she doesn't have much health. But as she's one of our leaders and, let's face it, an awesome sniper, I kind of want her to keep alive. We already got these capped bullets on Raz, which gives +3 aim and +3 versus armor. Right, now that's all we can do here. Now we can equip tank parts. Oh, actually, I was going to say we don't have any, but we did get something. Obviously, you can change the anti-armor rounds, mortar rounds, and machine gun. Well, maybe, eventually. If you go change parts here, well, it'll give us a tutorial of it on optional parts. Each optional part has a size associated with it, such as 2x1. Vehicles have a limited amount of space, so keep part size and placement in mind. You'll notice in the right-hand side of the screen, the Hafen has a 4x4 space to put optional parts in. We don't have any right now, but eventually we will. In the past Valkyria Chronicles games, the tank had optional parts which actually negate negative effects on maps. For instance, a lamp to negate darkness. And darkness normally would give you a debuff to your aiming stats. So those optional parts are definitely something you'd want. I don't know if there are any of those in this game, but I guess we'll find out later. Oh, we can actually change the camo of our tank. We right now only have the seasonal auto switch. Well, okay. We did get a new deco last mission, or in between missions I should say. Right now we're equipped with the Ranger emblem, which gives a +3 to accuracy. Oh yeah, the one we got was a learner's permit, which gives +10 to defense. I think I'm going to stay with the accuracy, as I've read that things are a little less accurate with tanks normally, unless you got a bunch of accuracy on there. So why don't we keep more accurate? And well, our tank hasn't really suffered much damage in the game as of yet. Right, so that's all she wrote for the command room as of right now anyway.
That should do it for now. Preparation's a vital part of any battle. I get the feeling I'll be spending a lot of time in here.
Alright, now let's go to the training field, where we can train our soldiers to improve their combat ability.
There you are, Claude.
Oh, looks like Minerva might be in charge of training.
I've been charged with Squad E's training. As ranking lieutenant, I'll be giving strict instruction to each combat class.
Yep, she's in charge of training, and she really likes to put on that she's a higher rank than us, doesn't she?
The experience you gain in the field goes towards refining our abilities. I want to see growth from all combat classes.
Well, makes sense. You want to level up or grow effectively throughout the combat classes.
Each time a class makes a breakthrough, every squad member of that class will show improvement.
Well, that's good, so we don't have to swap out squad members all the time. And a tutorial on the training field. Spend experience at the training field to level up the different classes. Leveling up a class will strengthen all squad members of that class. Using experience to maintain a training regiment will help Squad E be all they can be. Real galleon heroes.
Now show me what you're made of.
Alright. You'll notice in the top right hand corner we have just over 4,000 experience. You'll notice that each of our combat classes, Scout, Shock Trooper, Lancer, Engineer, Sniper, and Grenadier, all are currently level 1, and they have different amounts that will take to level them up to level 2 in this case. In the case of the Scout, you'll notice on the right hand side it says Order, which means when we level up our Scout we're going to get new order. And the Lancer says Battle Potential, which means all Lancers will unlock a new battle potential at level up. I think we have enough experience to level up everyone up a level. One thing about leveling up is it will increase at least their health, probably their accuracy and all too, but I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure it just ups the level, or health I should say. Actually, it says potential info. What do we got here? Oh, we can actually look at their potentials. Here, the P is personal potentials, which are set. I think they change, sometimes they change based off of what happens during the game. And they come up occasionally during battle. For instance, I think we've had Raz a couple of times come up with his competitive spirit. Now the B on here are battle potentials, which are things that are unlocked through training. As I mentioned, Lancers are going to unlock a new battle potential at level 2. So let's level up.
Just do it! Push those limits!
Alright, everyone leveled.
You've leveled up, so to speak. Good work.
So to speak.
Look at that. The Lancers have awakened to a new potential.
For a reason, I didn't really touch on orders too much. We'll go over those shortly.
Your troops have crossed a threshold today. You're cleared to learn a new order.
We've learned Evade Boost. This raises one ally's evasion. Oh, so they'll be able to hopefully dodge better. Alright. We don't have enough to do more than maybe 2 of our classes, depending, as we're down to just over 1,500 experience. But we'll get a new order for the engineers and battle potential for our grenadiers and shock troopers at next level. As I said, I'm not going to do those right now. Kind of curious what battle potential the Lancers got, though. Oh, it's different for each one. Oh, cool. For instance, Laurent here got boost versus armor, while Kegel got safe. Not sorry. No, that's pretty nice. Ooh, Jean's got this tank killer ability. Might want to bring her out when we're facing tanks, it seems. Where's this safeness? Oh, good. Being in an enemy's line of sight increases their defense. Okay, cool. Now, since I was looking at Jean, what does her abilities do? Brawny, her muscular frame and strong constitution lets her shrug off attacks, raising her defense. Ooh, nice. Sloppy. Oh, that's not good. Chance of losing ammo. Husbando, being near allies makes her mind wander to a loved one back home, causing her accuracy to decrease. Ooh, that's not good. And as you can guess, with tank killer, when near a tank, they enjoy heightened accuracy, so they hit more. Better chance that she's going to hit those radiators when we fire at them. Alright, let's go.
You've proven you have what it takes. Try taking those lessons to the battlefield, and come back when you're ready.
Alright. Essentially, come back when you got more experience.
Ah yes, let me tell you about potentials and orders.
I kind of went over this already, didn't I?
When combat classes rise in level, sometimes the soldiers show new potentials, or you might gain access to new orders. You could say potentials show your soldiers' traits and tendencies, or at least how they manifest in battle. Orders are commands that you alone can issue in combat, either to individual soldiers or your squad as a whole.
I might as well go over orders real quick while she's mentioning them. They cost CP to use, which is good because they would be overpowered otherwise. I mean, if you gave everyone that evade boost, for example, it would make them all dodge a lot better on that turn. So it would be a little overpowered if everyone had that, and I could move all of my troops.
The thing about orders, actually, maybe you'd learn better through practice.
Oh, and she gave us a defense boost order. Yeah, good thing I mentioned about the using CP, because if you gave everyone this defense boost and that evade boost, whew, we would not be taking much damage at all, would we?
Use your orders judiciously and you can tip the scales. Watch the flow of battle and command with discretion. That's all from me. I expect nothing but the best out of you and Squad E.
We'll do our best, Lieutenant Minerva. It's funny, I've never really had much use for orders in the previous games of this I've played. Maybe I'll play around with them a little bit in this game. Now let's go to the R&D facility where we can upgrade and develop new weaponry.
Whoa, Claude! Look at all these weapon parts!
Oh, Miles is starstruck.
Perks of working in a Federation forward operating base, huh? We can develop new weapons here.
Awesome.
If there's anything you ever want to upgrade, just give me a holler. Tank armaments, infantry weapons, anything.
I want a plane.
We'll build all kinds of new weapons and make our team even stronger.
tutorial for the R&D facility. Research and development. Research and develop armaments for infantry and tanks by spending DCT. I believe that's Ducats. At least that's what I'm going to call it. New armaments unlock as the game progresses, so check into R&D often. Alright, you can obviously develop equipment, tank parts, issue equipment, so special weapons that we may eventually unlock, or install the tank parts. Let's start off with developing equipment. Tutorial on equipment. Develop equipment to forge new weapons and armor for infantry units. Rifles, machine guns, grenades, and other weapons are mass-produced, so once it's developed, all units can then equip it. Upgrades like firepower or accuracy boosts will automatically be applied to soldiers equipping those weapons. Alright, now you got rifles, which are used by our scouts and engineers, machine guns, which are used by our shock troopers, anti-tank lances used by our lancers, sniper rifles used by our snipers, mortars for our grenadiers, hand grenades for our scouts and scouts and shock troopers, sorry. And we got armor. Standard suits for our scouts, I think engineers and snipers. Combat suits for the shock troopers, I keep forgetting that name. And blast suits for our lancers. I'm not sure which suit our grenadiers use. It's either the standard suits or the blast suits. As I said, I'm not sure. Let's actually start with upgrading the armor, because, well, we'll keep our troops alive. And to upgrade to the Blast Suit 6 costs 1,000 Ducat. We have just under 7,000, so let's upgrade.
All done, Claude. What do you think? Cool, right?
I think he just has a bunch of generic things that he goes over. I'm not going to go over each upgrade.
Whoa, it turned out great! Hey, let me snap a quick picture before you run off with it.
Yeah, they're just generic. And uniform. Standard.
All done, Claude. What do you
Yeah, they're just cycle through. There's no upgrade for grenades. Now, they're obviously frag type grenades. And mortars. Oh, looks like the mortars have a branching path. Now, this is where the equipment would go, because you might want, because each one might have more damage to certain things, or greater accuracy but less damage. And you might want to spread them out between your, in this case, grenadiers. Well, we can't upgrade our mortars as is. Same with our sniper rifles. Oh, actually, with sniper rifles in mind, because I remember this from previous games, sometimes one of these upgrades will also have a status effect attached to them. Usually the status effects weapon will also have lower stats compared to the other of that level, but the status effect makes up for that. So that's, again, another thing that you're going to want to look about. And again, we don't have anything for anti-tank rifle lances. We do have an upgrade to the machine guns. Good.
Whoa,
It's just a standard rifle. Or standard boost. And we got an upgrade to the rifles. So, let's do it.
all done, Claude.
Right.
What do you
got all the basic stuff for our infantry. Now we can actually go and develop tank parts for the Hoffet. Oh, tank parts. Develop tank parts to enhance your vehicles and create optional parts. Weapon and body enhancements focus on cannon and armor strength. All enhancements stack. Ooh, awesome. Treads and other and attack support allow you to develop new optional parts. Optional parts take effects once you equip them on the vehicle, so outfit your tank to fit the situation. Which kind of goes over what I mentioned earlier about the different optional parts. So let's see what body enhancements we have. We can get increased damage for our armor-piercing rounds, or we can get reinforced body, which is the armament name is a rivet construction, which will give us an extra 300 health. Now, it's probably a good idea, I'd say. We're gonna use up most of our money.
Whoa, it turned out great!
Yeah, we can't do this 8 armor-piercing shells now. What about this attack and support? Now we can get a sight upgrade. Oh, this is an optional part. As you can see, it raises accuracy by 3, and it's a 1x1 size. So I think I will buy this optional part. This bulletproof visor.
All done, Claude.
Alright, now we go and select where we want to put it. And that's why when they were giving us the tutorial earlier about where we want to put it, because we could put it like right here, but that might make it so we can equip other optional parts later. So we may have to fiddle around with where we put things. Notice because of this and that deco that we have, our accuracy is going to be +6. So, perfect. And we have it equipped. Right, what about this attack and support? What about treads another? Can we do anything here? No, there's nothing here. Which is probably good because we're almost out of money anyway. Right, that's
Kind of
all.
exciting, isn't it? Once we're ready, let's come back and make something to strike fear into the Empire.
We did all we could there, Miles. Alright, and that's everything we have access to at the moment. So let's head back to the book. A new episode has been added. R&D facility has been added. Tutorial on the headquarters. Do we really need a tutorial for this now? Training and R&D require experience in Ducat for upgrades and weapon development. Visit HQ after gaining experience in combat and to prepare for upcoming battles. Gee, thanks. Access headquarters from the book mode tab or press triangle to reach the menu. Skirmishes have been added. Nice! Skirmishes are battles that can be waged at any time for experience in Ducat. Ooh, a grinding mechanic. That'll help, because there were some things that we couldn't get with the amount of Ducat we had. And, well, it never hurts to get higher levels. New maps appear as you progress in the story, so use skirmishes to train when main battles become too tough. Access skirmishes from the book mode, or press triangle to reach the menu. Squad mates killed in action become unavailable in the main story. If they die in a skirmish, they're gone. Oh, skirmishes are permadeath mode. Mess hall has been added. Private quarters have been added. A new skirmish. Personnel have been upgraded. Weaponry has been updated. Glossary has been updated. New articles have been updated. Let's actually go check the headquarters real quick. Yes, we'll go to headquarters. Notice that we have access to 2 new facilities here. 2 that were just said they're unlocked. The mess hall, where we can interact with other squad members, and the private quarters. So let's just head into the mess hall real quick.
What's the matter, Claude? If I didn't know any better, I'd think you just lost a battle.
No, we won, Minerva.
I'm glad that we won, obviously, but when I see my comrades in arms lying wounded out there...
Unfortunate case of the battle.
We're not in boot camp anymore. This is war. If that's all it takes to get you down, you won't stand a chance when the bombs really come flying.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I know that, alright? War means blood. War means death. Still, it doesn't make it any less painful to leave behind a comrade you know you could have saved.
I'm not disagreeing with you. but tending to the wounded is the medic's responsibility, not ours.
Sure, except when they're too far away to make it in time. Sometimes you can run as fast as you can to get help and still get there too late.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
If only we could relay the urgency of the situation to HQ. Perhaps like this?
Alright, throw from the mess hall. Talk to your squad mates in the mess hall to learn new orders. Learning a new order requires experience, but will grant an edge in combat. Oh, this costs 5,000 experience. Well, we're definitely not there. Well, we can't learn that. I want to try it, though. Not enough experience.
I thought we were on the cusp of a pretty good order. Well, let me know if you change your mind.
Oh, that is a pretty good order, Minerva. We just can't learn it yet. One thing I know from the past games is that order will still be here if we go back to the mess hall. So it might be a good idea for us to do some skirmishes to get the experience, because after the next battle, there's a good chance that we will have a different order to learn here. And we will, if we didn't learn it, we will miss out on our chance for that medic request. So I will probably, in between videos, grind up so we can get that new order. Before we end the video, let's go check out what these private quarters are. Visit your private quarters to view information about the game, which will increase in volume as you progress. So we can get some information on our squad mates, which will get new information as the game goes on. You can get information on the weapons. Glossary's probably for pictures and stuff. News that's going on in the game. I might go over that real briefly in the next video. Decorations, what is this? Tutorial for decorations, meaning certain conditions in combat may earn you medals. You can view any medals you've earned in the decorations tab. Oh, that makes sense. Alright, so you got this Crest Service Medal given to participants in the battle to capture Fort Crest. Its famously fortified gates adorn the front of this commemorative Medal of Victory. That was also a really quickly done medal. Then you got the Meritus Service Medal, presented by the Federation to those who have contributed greatly to victory in battles. The Federation flag design adorns this award. Did we get that for winning our first skirmish? I'm guessing the statistics are going to be things like, okay, who's done the most damage, most kills, taken the most damage, etc. Not something I'd probably look at. And the tutorials here will probably just go over each tutorial we've already seen in the game. Okay, well, I'm going to leave the quarters and we'll go over that stuff in the next video, I believe. Well, maybe. Or at least some of it. Now, before I continue on with the actual story, which here is urban warfare, I'm going to end the video. I will most likely grind a bit to get that order, as I mentioned earlier. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day.